Hello everybody. Today is February 13, 2025. In this video, I will be covering on DNA, genes and chromosome. Okay, so I get all these notes from Sophia, yeah? I got it. So nowadays with AI, you want to talk anything about health, it's very easy, you just consult your AI. So in my case, I consult Sophia. Okay, now this is my very first talk on health. Okay, and I start with DNA because this is a very important topic that everybody should understand. If you want to take care of your health and you don't know what is going on inside your body, it's very hard to take care, because you spend more time on hearsay, people share these things, you think it is true, and then you share it out and all that, and once you share it out a million times, everybody think it's true. But all your health starts with your DNA. Okay, DNA is something that is inside every one of us, including plants and animals. It is a blueprint to make you a person, or the DNA to make a plant as it is, or an animal like a dog. So all this instruction on how to make you is all stored inside the DNA. Now, DNA is a very long stretch of information. A large part of the information that you have in the past, maybe in the past of 10,000 years or 20,000 years, that part of the DNA is there, but it serves no purpose. Though it is inside your body, but it has no function at all. Okay, so there are some useful function that is existed inside your DNA, and this DNA consists of many sections. Okay, and each section we shall call it a gene. Okay, now each gene will create information on how to reproduce part of your cell. Okay, so let's talk about the ears. You have a portion of the gene that describe how your ears should be shaped, how it listens to things, and how it picks up frequency. So every part of our body, there is a small section of information that produce the same thing again and again without mistakes, hopefully. So in our body we have many cells, and these cells, after a certain period of time, they expire. So once they expire, new cells will come, and this how to produce the cell accurately is stored inside the gene. So the gene is a very important part of our body that describe what you call that, information to reproduce every part of your cell. Okay, now what makes this gene? Okay, what molecule makes this gene and this DNA? Okay, it is made up of four very important molecule, or you can call it protein, or you can call it enzyme. Okay, so it consists of a sugar. Okay, the molecule consists of a sugar. In this molecule it consists of a phosphate, and more important, very important, it consists of four different base, and these four different base are adenine, which is represented by A, threonine, which is represented by a T, cytosines, which is represented by a C, and what is this? Guanine, represented by a G. Okay, it's quite difficult to pronounce, yeah? So I will just use the alphabet A, T, C, and G. Okay, so DNA consists of two portions, one portion on one side and another portion on the other side. So you have these molecules that is sticking out from the top layer, okay, and it consists of a sugar, phosphate, and one of these base enzyme or protein, okay, and it only consists of one, yeah, it's either A or T or C or G on one side. And if this side is A, it will combine only with T on this side, yeah, or if this side is T, it will only combine with A on this side. So A and T will always partner with each other, okay. If A is at the top, T will be at the bottom. If T at the top, A will be at the bottom. It will combine this way. And then on the other side is a C. C will combine with a G. So if C is on the top, G will be at the bottom of this string. Yeah, DNA consists of a long string combined together. Yeah. So if the top is G, it will only combine with C. So, and because of this mixture of C and A and all that, it will define, okay, it will define that gene, okay. So this gene will have a different definition with another gene, okay. The order of this A, T, and C and G will determine what role each gene plays, okay. So this is very important. And then, of course, the other part of the term that is inside your body we need to mention is chromosome. Then what is chromosome in layman's term? Chromosome is just like a wrapper, so that the gene inside there will be protected, okay? So your DNA is coiled inside a cocoon like that with the some kind of a shell protecting the DNA. So you depend on this shell to keep your DNA complete, okay, so that there is no damage to the shell and there will be no damage to the DNA, yeah. Now, so why do we get sick? Why do we get sick? So there is a balance inside your body that keep your DNA, your genes, and your chromosome in order. And if this balance is out, so you get sick, okay. The food that you take, yeah, the food that you take, it maybe is too alkaline, maybe it's too acidic, you know. So our pH is roughly about 7.2 something, yeah, the pH. So if we take something that is beyond 7.2 pH, yeah, the body will know how to adjust, okay, it back so that your body balance at 7.2. So if we take a lot of alkaline water and things like that and make it too alkaline, okay, if it is 7.4 or 7.8 or sometimes 10 or 11, the body will know how to bring it back to 7.2, okay. And if your body is too acidic, okay, like some people will say, oh, you take a lot of meat, your body will be a little bit of acidic, don't eat this food, it's too acidic. So whatever acidic item that you take, our body will be able to adjust it back to 7.2 so that the body can always function correctly. Now, sometimes it becomes a problem when the body fails to adjust the thing back to 7.2. You know, once in a while it make mistakes, it cannot adjust. So the shell that is protecting the DNA, yeah, is compromised. So when it is compromised, the shell is not protecting the DNA. So the DNA will get damaged, and this is how you get faulty cells. Okay, so don't go overdo by taking too much alkaline, too much acidic. Everything you do, there must be a middle ground. Okay, middle ground. There is no such thing as too alkaline is good for your body. Yeah, it's never. Our body had to stay at 7.2. So when the shell is damaged, the DNA information in the DNA is compromised. That is one thing. Then the other thing is the food that we eat. Then you hear people say that you must eat a proper diet and you must watch what you eat. So if you don't have the right type of food, okay, to produce the baseline that you need, yeah, DNA consists of a sugar, which is actually a glucose, yeah. This is where we get a lot of it from carbohydrate. Okay, carbohydrate will break into sugar or glucose, and you have plenty of that. You need a phosphate, and you need the 4 different molecules represented by A, T, C, and G. And failing to have the correct food will create a problem where that gene will not form properly. That gene will not form properly. Now, if that gene is not formed properly, of course, the cell that you produce is faulty. Okay? So you get a faulty cell. That's why you say everybody has cancer cell in the body. Cancer cell actually is a faulty cell that doesn't come out correctly. So you call that a cancer cell. So everybody will have some faulty cells in their body. The only problem is that when you have too many faulty cells, okay, when you have too many faulty cells, it turns into a tumor. So it's a kind of a cyst or something like heart. Okay, this is when you have a lot of faulty cells. So this is still okay because you can remove that cyst through operation or by some means of laser and all that. You can remove the tumor. It becomes only very dangerous when the new cell start duplicating faulty cells on a regular basis. When it starts to duplicate cells on a regular normal function process, you call that cancer. Okay, so cells that keep on multiplying non-stop as faulty cells, then you call it cancer. But cells that are produced by accident, okay, you call that tumor. So you have tumor, it doesn't duplicate. But the moment this tumor starts to duplicate, then you call cancer cells. So when we talk about cancer, in my mind, I always thinking, cancer is not a disease. It's not a disease. It's just a lack of nutrients. It's just a lack of nutrients. The food that you eat does not have the nutrients that you want. As a result, the proper cell cannot duplicate. Okay, so I always think that when you are sick, it's just a matter of time. You will suffer very greatly because there is no way you can reverse it. Okay, so in my mind, until 2010, year 2010, that thinking has changed. That thinking has changed because I have a friend who has kidney cancer for 6 years and is deteriorating, is getting bad to worse. And his father is rich. He can buy anything that people say, this one is good for cancer, that one is good. Nothing helps, you know, until 2010, okay, when he come out with the right nutrients, within 3 months, his cancer is no more. Of course, he don't believe because for 6 years, he cannot address this problem. So he always think that the hospital would have mix up his blood sample. So he took a second blood sample and test again for his kidney cancer. Okay, there is a kidney marker, cancer marker, yeah, for kidney, and it works. Okay, he has no more cancer. Okay, he's fully cured and he survived until today. Yeah, this year is already 2025. Okay, now. And when I joined this company that is selling this, what do you call that, juice, it's a fruit juice actually, it's a combination of 19 fruit juice. And I heard a lot of stories of this Malay actress, yeah, going blind. They have a full coverage of her going blind. And all of a sudden, within few months, within 3 months, she regained her sight. So that gives me the confidence. So I decided to recommend this particular juice to my friend who is suffering from prostate cancer, 4th stage, very critical. His age is already 84 at that time. And after taking, he recovered. So from that day onward, in my mind, I think cancer can be reversed. So there is one friend, a lady friend, who suffered from a leukemia, and according to the doctor, yeah, every 1,000 leukemia patient, there will be one type of leukemia that is not curable. There is no existing cure. So the doctor keep on giving him experimental drugs to keep her alive for 1 year, hoping that the next year they have something better that can cure her. Okay. Second year comes, no cure inside. There is another experimental drugs she tried. So all in all, she tried 6 years of experimental drugs, and these drugs becomes more and more expensive, yeah, by the year. So on the 6th year, yeah, the doctor who have been seeing her almost every week for 6 years finally told her that her white blood cell is not producing again. So she is not given a long time to live. At the most is 3 months because you need white blood cells to survive. So she again tried this juice, yeah, and it works. She just take 3 months of it and she's reversed her cancer. So from that day onward, I think cancer can become cured. But unfortunately, this company closed already, so I couldn't get this for my friends, okay, when they suffer cancer. But I have another friend who came to tell me that his company also have something to cancer. So I throw a challenge with him. Are you sure your product can cure cancer? He said, sure. Okay, I want to hold you on that. So I asked him to buy, sponsor, this product from his company so that I can test it on other people. And he obliged. All in all, he sponsored nearly 30,000 of this product, 30,000, without knowing whether he can get back his money or not. So I've been giving out this product like a Santa Claus, okay, like a Santa Claus. And finally, I was satisfied that this thing works. This thing works. So in my mind, curing cancer is not a particular product from a particular company. Okay, as long as you have the right food that your body needs, it works also. So it's not unique to a company. So now I'm in forever living, yeah, and I can testify that there is products in this company that also can replace, okay, those nutrients that you are short of, so that hopefully you can reverse your cancer. But at the end of the day, this video is all about DNA, genes and chromosomes. As long as you have the correct supplement to make sure that this chromosome, the shell of chromosome is protected. The genes is duplicating correctly. The switching mechanism is switching correctly, and the DNA, there is always DNA being produced on a regular basis, is producing it correctly, you'll be successfully healthy. So, in short, supplement is very important for your health. Supplement is very important. So, if you are in a situation where you worry about your health, take care of your supplement, and the supplement will take care of your health. Bye bye.